Brothers and sisters in Islam, absolutely our faith, our understanding of our Islam, that this is the religion of peace and this is the religion of mercy. And it's a big mistake, logically, practically on the ground, if you want to judge me or judge any person from other stance. Doesn't make any sense. If you want to judge any person, go to him face to face and ask him and let him say in his tongue, then you can judge based on his statement. In the history we have a lot of scholars being now attacked. Why you attack this person? Somebody wrote about him that he used to do this and this. Come on. Is this Islamically acceptable? Who is this man that you wrote about that man that he used to do this and this? God knows. We don't know. We don't know. And the scholar said, don't take any judgment from his what? Aqran. Aqran means the similar people in his level or his age or his field. Because people in the same field, they used to have what? Jealous, competition, and sometimes conflicts. Doesn't make any sense to go and judge him from his what? People that they compete with him. No. For that reason, we'll copy this with Allah Azza wa Jal. Is it true to judge Allah from the human being actions? No way. If you want to judge Allah, judge him from his what? Tongue. What he said to us, his statement absolutely represented him. For that reason, if there is book came from Allah, the book should speak about itself, by itself. Don't put your nose in between. We are not in the heaven, we're in this life. We have a lot of people, they have hidden agenda, use the religion as just cover, but from inside he has his own business issues. And these days, believe me, because anybody can adopt Islam. Anybody, you can do whatever you want. Oh, look, ISIS, look, Muslims, look, who can tell? Especially if you cover your face with a mask and nobody knows even your identity. Who is this? And I said this maybe 10 years ago in Jordan. If you cover my face and put behind me La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah and I start speaking on behalf of this, who knows that he's this person Muslim or non-Muslim? We don't know. But now people go with the media because they don't have this kind of etiquette. You have to educate yourself not to judge anybody, anyone from other styles, from him. And even if from his tongue, you have to have more than one excuse for him. Maybe, because we are the people of peace and people of mercy. In the Quran, this is the identity of the Muslims, the Quran, the book of God. Am I right? Say true or false. This is the book of God. How many times Allah in His book said that He is the most merciful, the most kind? How many times? Hundreds of times. Why? To let you know that this is the message. Anything different than that, it's an individual mistakes. I will not say this is God's mistakes. If your grandson did something in the school They can't judge all the family if they are criminals. If any Christian guy, he stole something, I can't say all the Christians are what? Thieves. Same thing if a Muslim, a human being, did a mistake. Doesn't make any sense that the media will go, oh, Muslims. Why? Even in the Arab country, if somebody with a beard, he did a crime, they will not say, he is bad. Look, shuyukh. Look, shuyukh. If he's without beard, look, he's a bad guy. The mentality is still sick. The mentality is still sick. No, we are, as Muslims, 100% believe that our religion is the fact, the truth, the words of God, and is deen of peace and mercy. And we have the proof. As I taught you always, where is the dalil? Where is the evidence that we have we are the people of peace? Our book and our ahadith. You will come and tell me, look how we have in the history, in Abbasi time, in Umayyi time, they killed each other. Yes. If what the history wrote correct, it's an individual problem. Their business. They fought for their honors. It's not Islamic mistakes or religion's mistakes. For that reason, Ikhwani, we have to trust ourselves and start not to act always. If anything happened, oh, it's not us. We are not. That's became very, very bad. Let me just recite some verses from the Quran that Allah mentions that He is the most merciful. And if Allah is the most merciful, His message also mercy. If His message mercy means we should be what? Merciful. Am I right? It makes sense because it's a chain. Otherwise, you can't say that you are a Muslim. You can't say that you apply Islam. Say you apply your business, you want to make money, you want to have politics issues. That's okay. But don't tell me that this is Islam. Because I have mind, I have eyes, I can think, I can compare, and this is what I learn about Islam from the book of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Ayah number 1. إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ تَوَّابًا رَحِيمًا. Number 2. إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ بِكُمْ رَحِيمًا. أيضا وَكَانَ اللَّهُ غَفُورًا رَحِيمًا. إِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ غَفُورًا رَحِيمًا. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ كَانَ غَفُورًا رَحِيمًا. وَكَانَ اللَّهُ غَفُورًا رَحِيمًا. وَكَانَ اللَّهُ غَفُورًا رَحِيمًا. وَكَانَ بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ رَحِيمًا. وكان الله غفورا رحيما. وكان الله in all Surah Al-Nisa, Surah Al-Ahzab, Surah Al-Fatih, Surah In addition of each surah started with this title, the beginning, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. I wish that the political people, they will go and say this in public. There is no need to defend yourself because this is the truth, this is the basic. Don't judge from others, and between the brackets, I don't know who are those others. When you cover your face, I'm sorry, I don't know who are you. I don't know. It's easy to say, he said in Arabic something related to Rasulullah. Easy. I can put now, if you have a radio station, you have a TV channel, you can do whatever you want. Today is the game of media. It's a game, even in business, not just in religion, not in politics. Go now to all the stores, Christmas stuff now in the markets. It's business. When you see everything red, everybody goes, oh no, buy. It's business. Occasions, flip. This is the game. So we have to understand as individual Muslims and community and nations that hey, stop this kind of propaganda. We are the people of peace since ever. Otherwise, if you are not, means you're not understanding your religion. You're not understanding your religion. For that reason, don't give up and don't see the picture dark. I don't see that there's no hope. Because people, if you will reach that level, you will achieve their goals. And shaitan's goals. To give up and say, no, God is not a real. There's no God. Why we are suffering? Suffering, by the way, it's a law in this life. Suffering. You need evidence about that? I will give you two evidences today. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. His level, his value in Allah's standard, what? He's the best, am I right? Is there any doubt about that? How many years he suffered? How many months in his house there were no food being cooked? How many times they made fun of him? If you don't know, go and search. How many nights he used to wake up in the morning asking, is there any food? They will answer him no. Then he will say, I'm fasting. How many nights and days? Suffering is part of our philosophy of this life. But always things by the finals. The finals, when he conquered Mecca, and Mecca returned to Muslims, returned to believers, let me say it in general, returned to believers, and from there, the light of guidance goes for every direction. So don't give up, and start doing something positive, which is what? Yourself. As I advise myself always, each one of you, today, before you go to sleep, ask yourself this question. Am I have a bad habits? I want you to count just two. Don't tell me now. Don't tell me now. Between you and yourself. 2 bad things you have them in your life. Write them down on a paper. Believe me, this is the way. Then try to change those things for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And don't listen to the rumors. And don't judge any person from others reporting. We had this story in my school in Jordan. We used to have elementary and middle school and high school. Huge school. We don't know who works over there in the elementary. We are in the high school. And the middle school connected in between. Sometimes we go teach over there some classes. The policy in the school that each teacher should write a report to the next teacher about the students. This is good. He's easy. She is easy. She is very difficult. Make sure you be aware from this student because active, he may ask a lot of questions. He's a troublemaker. So they used to write a report. In the next year, if she said he's bad, he would be worse. What's happening at psychology now? This is the mistake. This is the big mistake. Psychology now, when I receive the report about X, let me say for example, Rajab. Rajab, I'm the, for example, 7th grade teacher. He will go from the elementary to the middle school to my class. Rajab, troublemaker. He always go to the bathroom. He always raise his voice. He's bad. Without seeing him, this is in the summertime. He's not coming to school yet. Now, by default, I will build what? Plan to defend myself from this student. I will be prepared. This Rajab, next year he will be what? Maybe he will go to become a criminal. Because you will enforce him by default to be worse. Then, 1 year, we said, we have a problem. Our principal, he said, let's do this. We want to flip the reports. If he's a bad, we want to say to the next teacher, he is the most beautiful student in the school. Smart, quiet, good, mashallah, perfect. The teacher will build what? A positive idea about him. And she will deal with him based on that plan, that man in the 7th grade will be very quiet. He will achieve more things in the attitude and in the academic level, and you will change his habits. You see, when you judge a person from others' point of view, you will lose yourself, and it will be just a copy. This is our problem, that people are judging Muslims from others' reporting, others' point of view. Like for example in the West, when they saw you, they will say, they are very nice people. If they listen to the media, oh my God, terrorist. You understand me? So this is how the mistake goes everywhere. Don't judge Muslims from the media. Because the media, they are making money, business. So when you see me, judge me. And if I am wrong, I am bad, don't say Muslims are bad. No, say this person, he's not good. As you do this with the rest of the people in the country. He is not good. Not all his family, not all his children, not all his religion. This is absolutely doesn't make any sense. For that reason, I want you to start believing this. You as community first. Then try not to disconnect yourself from your environment. You work with the companies, you have people with you in the business. Try not to disconnect yourself. Try to connect. Try to invite. To accept invitation. Talk to them. Visit them. Invite them to a lunch and open those subjects. And let them carry this kind of image about you and your religion to their environments. In this way, we can change, because believe me, the image of your religion is the target. They want to make this image not clear in the head and the mind of the people through the media. We don't have media. I hope that Muslims one day they will open a TV channel or radio station. We hope to have this, but up to that limit, every one of you is a TV channel. Believe me, you have a big responsibility. A big responsibility. And we can make it, by the way, because we have nothing to fear. We love Jesus. We believe in Jesus. We have no problem with the Christian people. We love Moses. We believe in him. We have no problem with Jewish people. We are all have the same message from the divine. God is one. And all those are prophets and messengers. We don't have any problem with that. For that reason, we marry from them. So you have a point to start. We have no problem. And they need you. Every person in this earth needs what you have as Muslims. They need the guidance that you have. They need the answers for the questions that they have. And you have the answer very clear for them. We know who is our Lord. They don't. Millions of human beings these days, they don't know who is Allah. Who is Allah? Why they are here in this life? For what? For eating and drinking and have fun the weekend? This is the life of them. This is the reason that we are here? No. We are here to spread the khair, the word of khair, the word of love and care and happiness and faith. Because these days, brothers and sisters, in the Middle East, there's a new school coming now. Because I'm involving in certain debating with them. They start saying the religion is the reason that we have the problems. Look to India. India, how many gods they have over there? More than the population. India is a big store of religions. Am I right? Anybody from India here? Nobody from India? Oh. Big store of, they said, look, they have peace. Millions of religions, millions of gods, and they have peace. The Arabs and the Muslims, they have one God, one religion, and they are fighting. They said, look, religion is the reason. Now this is new what? New film. Religion is the reason, or the people that they are abusing religion, the reason? I have the religion. This is the Quran. Quran, mashallah, rahmah, mercy, love. You have to love for your brother as you love for yourself. You can't sleep with a full stomach if your neighbor hungry, and you know with the faith, in that time you will lose the faith. This is the Quran, this is Islam. You have to love for your brother as you love for yourself. Don't follow others' mistakes. Forgive people, so Allah will forgive you. This is Islam. We learn this every day and every night. Where is that? Where is that tashaddud? Where is the extreme? No, we don't have that. That's it. So we have to believe that we are not, as they wanna title us. We are not. And we have the evidences about that. We are the people of the haqq, the truth, but at the same time, be careful. Be careful. This is not that you guaranteed yourself, I'm okay, I'm going to the paradise without having effort. No. Attitude is very important. Islam has 3 parts. Faith, worshipping, and manners. And the 3 parts equal in the space. You know the Mercedes logo? Same thing. Faith, worshipping, and manners. You can't be a completely Muslim, a perfect Muslim, without having 3 of them. Your iman, your ibadah, and your attitude, daily attitude with everyone, with Muslims and with non-Muslims. We ask Allah for all of us to be, inshallah, number 1, a good believers with a good knowledge and a good image for the Muslims and non-Muslims. آمين. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا فوز المستقيم. استغفروه وادعوه وأنتم موقنون بالإجابة.